somebody has been shopping. So I've pretty much got all the growing stuff that I need for this year's growing season, with the few bits that I've bought very recently that I'm showing you now. So some red Carmen onion sets and some Sturon onion sets, and added to that all the cheap reduced seeds that I got last year. We're pretty much ready now. We just need to wait a little bit longer before a lot of this can get planted. Few bits have already been planted, for example some of the chilies and sweet peppers, but we've just got to wait just a little bit more, because I do this every year. I just get excited and I get carried away, and I plant everything in January or February, and then I wonder why everything's like really leggy and it's not green, it's like yellow, which there's not enough light. So patience. Right, a couple of different types of lettuce. Might put some in the odd raised bed at the allotment, but mainly with the lettuce we just cram it into pots in the backyard, and tiny little space, wherever we've got a little space we'll pop a lettuce in there. I love sweet peas. There's my confession, especially when they're as reasonably priced as they are. Nasturtiums as well, Empress of India. I do have a little bit of an aversion to the colour red. I think it's a football thing. If you knew what football team I supported, you'd understand why. But when it comes to those nasturtiums, got a little bit of a weak spot. No idea how you pronounce these, I'll just do it my way. These Cantenanches, Ruby chose those, and they are for one of her raised beds up at the allotment. She wanted some flowers, not just all vegetables. Right, I've planted some of those. Sweet Romano mixed peppers, I've already planted some of those. 2 different types of peas, Early Onward and Kelvin and Wonder, because Ruby is the original pea monster. So coming up next is something very different. In December, I was nominated by Dave from the Blue Star Dave channel to take part in his Christmas Star Challenge. Let's have a look how we did. Here is Blue Star Dave's Christmas Star Challenge. Wasn't easy. I'll be honest with you guys, I could really do with Ruby here with me as I'm recording the narrative for this. She would explain it so much better. Right, you start off with a piece of A4 paper. You fold it into a triangle like she's done there, and then you cut it so that what you're left with is a square, not a rectangle. You then fold that square like she's done, and then again, so you still keep it in a triangle shape. Now you need a pair of scissors. Make sure you've got a grown up. I had Ruby, so she made sure I didn't have an accident. Put the triangle away from you in such a way that the 2 folded edges, if you will, are at the top end away from you, and then cut towards about centimetre wide strips, but do not cut all the way through the very end. Leave roughly a centimetre gap. Do that all the way along the triangle, just like Ruby's doing here. So now when you open it out, because you've not cut through the folded edges that in the folds that you made, it's still all connected, and it's going to leave you with this lovely concertina shape. That's how we make the star, with those concertinas. So I didn't just struggle with the cuts, this bit really twisted my melon, it blew my mind. Starting in the middle, take 2 alternating pieces, corresponding side by side pieces, bring them up and connect them. You can use sellotape, blue tack, sticky tape, a stapler, whatever, just join them. Then when you've done that, flip them over and do it on the alternate side, join the next 2 corresponding pieces along. If that doesn't make sense, just watch Ruby. So you've made 1 part of the star, you now need to make 5 more. Ruby's done 5 more using all different colours. You can use whatever colour you want, it doesn't matter. Put 2 next to each other, join them in the middle, and then one of the pointed ends, join them at a pointed end. The pointed end that you join them is going to form the centre of the star, and it'll be, if you keep that going on and around, you join the next one to that, you join them in the middle, and you join them at the pointed end at the bottom in the hub, if you will. If you keep doing that, you'll make a lovely circle rosette shaped star. If none of that made any sense whatsoever, go and watch Dave's original video on his channel, Blue Star Dave, the Christmas Star Challenge video. So there is the star done. Now, because this is my channel, you might be thinking it's me that's made that, but hopefully, as you've seen in the video, I barely did anything. Ruby is the genius that's made this happen, following Dave's instructions, Blue Star Dave's Christmas Star Challenge, because I had a bit of a look and it went right over my head, didn't it? It was like rocket science. I just didn't get it. So Ruby stepped in, helped me out, and she's made the beautiful star. So how did you find it to make, Ruby?
Once I knew what to do, it was very easy, but at the start it was a bit like, whoa.
Yeah, we had to had to make quite a few square triangles first, because we kept doing the cuts wrong, didn't we? But then, like you say, once we got the right way of making the cuts, it all kind of fell into place after that. So that looks fantastic. So thanks, Dave, for nominating us for the challenge. Sorry it's taken us so long. We've been quite busy, believe it or not. It's not all allotmenteering and meaning of plants videos. We have been quite busy, but we're done now, so thank you. I'm supposed to be doing some jobs in the garden, but I just can't be bothered. Just enjoying my brew.
Stu, follow the star.
What?
Stu.
Follow. Something's like my name. Follow the star. Oh my goodness. It's a sign. It's a...
Ha! I knew that would work, because you don't get weeding now.